Introduction. First of all, it's really heartwarming to come here. The incubator is not launched, and to see activity like this. I've just joined the ICT R&D Fund about 3 weeks ago, and one of the positive parts of the job is to meet with young people or young at heart people who want to change the world we live, work and play. So it's really heartwarming to be here. And like I said, I just joined 3 weeks ago. In this incubator was the vision of the minister and my predecessors, and I'm here to do everything I can to make it succeed. And I think this is a great beginning. As was mentioned in the introduction, ICT R&D Fund, its mandate is to create the knowledge economy, to commercialize, to innovate. It's just a 10-year-old organization, and it takes about that long for an organization to mature. And now, going forward, our focus is going to be on commercialization, which means that we want to fund startups such as some of the ones here. We want to, or the output of other accelerators like Plan 9 or Lung Center of Entrepreneurship or Nest.io or Found Institute. We also want, we have a bias toward R&D, hard research-oriented startups and projects in the areas of, for example, artificial intelligence or robotics, because those are the building blocks, blockchain, augmented reality, virtual reality, those are some of the building blocks of the knowledge economy. So we are going to create some focus groups in those areas and develop some expertise to vet products in those areas. The National Incubator itself is an ambitious program. Particularly in Islamabad, I think there was a lack of a meeting place where you can have startups, you can have mentors, investors kind of congregate. So we hope that this building or the upper floor, the rear upper floor of this building will become that kind of a hub. We have also floated similar RFPs for other cities, Lahore, Karachi, Quetta and Peshawar. We hope to create similar hubs there. As was mentioned in the beginning, and like I stated, our mandate is to create a knowledge economy, and the knowledge economy the world over is constituted 80-90% by startups. It started with the government funding, it started with academic patents, academic research, but now a bunch of it is startups in countries like India or Malaysia or China. And therefore there's focus on startups by us in this incubator. And also, so for some of you, there was a question mark about intellectual property, and we've sorted that out, and intellectual property will be the ownership of the startups. As I was listening to some of the pitches here, I just listened to about 1.5 pitches. I like the way people were thinking, and I like the energy, but I can't keep from pointing out some of the common pitfalls in pitches in any accelerator. The first thing is to kind of over-intellectualize and feel that you can feel you can launch a product which is a Facebook, Twitter, and Google all in one, to kind of over-intellectualize. A lot of people have a tendency to do that. And the second thing is that to kind of put the cart before the horse, meaning to have a solution and trying to find a problem for it. So some of the feedback was right on the mark. First of all, focus is very important, and I personally don't believe that a startup at this stage can make a 5-year revenue projection. Even 2 years is ambitious. That too, if they've kind of had a kind of problem-solution fit. Because a startup is not a small Telenor or a small Mobilink. A startup is more like an experiment. So when you go out and you try some of your ideas, like they say about war, that the first casualty of war is a plan. You lose your plan. The actual feedback, keeping your team together, what kind of features to have, what do people want, don't want. You discover so much that you've got to change direction all the time, so it's hard to make long-term predictions. So kind of focus and experimentation is key in the beginning, and that comes from kind of problem-solution fit, which means I think some of the questions asked were, and I would ask, for example, the last pitch of the team, did you go out and survey, 50 refugees? Did you collate the answers? Is this a big pain point? Your proposed solution, whether it's a separate hardware device or an app on your mobile link, will this address that problem? Will they use it? Is somebody going to pay for it? These are kind of the fundamental questions you ask about problems in any venture. And also, by the way, there's an application called Muhafiz. I don't know if you've heard of it, but Muhafiz is not only an emergency response system, blood exchange system, it's linked up to organizations like NDMA, police force, hospitals. They've raised, so they claim, about 1 million volunteers in Punjab through universities. They've had big rollouts and publicity programs. I didn't hear the whole pitch, but I think there are some similarities with that. Anyway, I couldn't resist giving that feedback because the last 2 years, that's what I've been doing, investing in startups and assessing startups. I would just like to conclude again by saying, thank you for allowing me to speak before my slot time, as I have another meeting to run to. But it was a pleasure coming here. It was very heartwarming, and I hope that this activity and this kind of feedback really increases the effect. Thank you.